TG Rel here, Terrell here, back again with another review. This time for Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King, now on Netflix, available for you to watch. For all those that say there's nothing to watch on Netflix, you're a liar. You're not watching the right things. But this is for all the fans that have waited so patiently after the Black Clover anime went on hiatus and took a little break. And so much more. So this is the movie we were promised, and I gotta say, they delivered. I'm a little insulted that this wasn't in the movie theater because this would have done numbers. Netflix should have gave this a couple of days in the theater, man. I'm really hurt by that because the movie is really good. Um, Start off by letting you know right now this is going to be a spoiler review. This is going to be a spoiler review, so I'm going to be dropping bombs throughout it as I talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, stuff like that. But this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out now. But if not, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk about Black Clover, and you'll be mad. But yeah. So let me start off by saying I haven't read the manga in a long time, so I don't know what was going on. I haven't got past a certain point, and honestly, watching this movie probably spoiled a lot of the things for me. Some of the really like the transformations and stuff like that. I'm not sure of like any of the fights before that. I kind of stopped watching the anime for a while, so like I said, I really don't know exactly what's going on. Um, but as far as like a lot of the characters' transformations and stuff like that, like I said, I mean that's just out the bag now. But after watching this, I definitely want to go back and read that manga and catch up and watch the anime, of course. Um, so we get into Sword of the Wizard King, pretty much like we have Conrad Leto, who was the 27th Wizard King, who's come back, and his plan is to do what every evil person or the bad guy does, and they want to reform the world in some way. They want to eliminate everything. That is just the general premise of this. Um, and this all happens, while they're in the middle of like this tournament to which I completely missed. They're in the middle of this tournament to, I guess, crown who's going to be the next Wizard King because Julius, I I missed it entirely. I guess he had a moment where somehow he was transformed back into a kid. Again, I have not read the manga and the anime, so I was completely lost as to what was going on there. But we kind of get to the gist of it. Um, you know, they show Asta who comes out of nowhere. I'm guessing some time skip has happened in the middle of all this, where he's just even more freaking jacked. He has access to some demonic black anti magic power that we knew he already had at the beginning, but not in detail what exactly it was. So again, I'm just confused as to like what the hell is going on. Um, so Asta has a new like demon form. I guess that's like the thing in anime. And Conrad, like I said, in the process, he has the Wizard King sword, which somehow is able to bring back previous Wizard Kings, and all of them are ridiculous. If you have seen Naruto and you've seen the Hokages, imagine that. Like, imagine all the Hokages being brought back, which they have in the series, and imagine like all of them just being ridiculous with their magic. Like they're just completely unstoppable. And that's basically what that is. Conrad, of course, has to have another a ridiculous ability on his own, where he has key magic, where he can open anything, uh, has access to be able to steal other people's magic, and so on and so on. He just opens up like numerous doors that open up like magic or release magic. So he's pretty much broken. Like, we gotta have like the boss character in all these anime movies who has like some ridiculous broken form that only somehow the main character can defeat. I'm not mad about that. I just say like that's usually like the setup for like these movie villains, whether they decide to make it canon or not canon. Who knows? I mean, like I would say it's probably not because the manga is still ongoing, and I'm pretty sure they probably would have mentioned the 27th Wizard King. But I'm sure the others exist and stuff like that. Um, They have characters such as Princea, who, she's a wizard. She was a previous Wizard King who, or queen. She was able to create magic soldiers. On top of that, she's just incredibly freaking strong. So she's just ridiculously strong. She's able to do all that. But of course, we have Mr. Asta, who has anti magic and is able to break pretty much everything. So like he's the key to every one of these fights. Um, Pretty much, like I said, they go through that. Their plan is to like reform the world. The previous Wizard Kings come out. Um, you know, Noelle gets her magic stolen for a little while from Conrad. So that was a whole thing. They have first round of everybody getting their ass whipped. Uh, all the captains, as strong as they are, they can't defeat any of the previous Wizard Kings. Why? Because they're ridiculous, and they got to make them ridiculous for the sake of the movie. Um, but needless to say, we have like not one, but like three fights between the previous Wizard Kings and the captains. Everybody's pretty much got to gang up on them because they're so freaking ridiculous. Like we gotta have like 20-on-1 fights because like the previous Wizard Kings are so ridiculously powerful, and they all have their elements. They all have their individual magic. I'm so happy that it's one of the things I like about this movie, not in the show itself, is that everybody's unique. I don't think any two characters are necessarily the same, and even if they have the same element, they don't use their powers the same way. And that's definitely something that I like about Black Clover, that I think is different from a lot of mangas. Um, Whereas though, like I don't want to say Naruto, like everybody has like unique chakra, or like unique ninjutsu, but there are a lot of characters that are pretty similar or can do the same things. But I think Black Clover, like I said, like everybody is completely unique and has different abilities that they can use that pretty much get them out of various different situations. But like I said, the like everybody gets into a fight. The captains get their ass whipped. Everybody gets escaped, but everybody winds up coming back. Charmy feeds everybody cake, and everybody gets their magical energy back that was stolen. And they're able to fight back for the second, third wave. Um, what I didn't know is that Asta can summon or make his sword bigger. No pun, no joke there. Make his sword like ridiculously big. On top of like now he has a secondary sword. Again, I haven't read or watched this in so long, so I have no idea what's going on. But as a secondary sword, so he's able to do that. All the captains have a fight, which are incredibly freaking ridiculously good. I think plenty of fan service here. Every character has their moment. For the most part, I don't think there was any character that I'm aware of that was missed that didn't have like a moment. Everybody, you get to see everybody's magic. But like I said, these previous Wizard Kings are ridiculous. So like you can imagine how crazy these fights get. So like I said, they go into the final fight. Asta has to be the one to take down Conrad because of course anti magic. Um, they have a fight. Of course he wins. Asta has to go 2-3 rounds, and it's like fighting a boss in a video game. And then Conrad, after Asta destroys the Wizard King sword, all the previous Wizard King go away, and they didn't really lose, but the previous Wizard Kings go away. And then Conrad then transforms into his avatar state and has every element, and then Asta gets the Wizard King sword and is able to tap into that power, and then now has the power of his Black Demon sword and the Wizard King sword, and is able to take down Conrad, who dies and goes to heaven because he used a forbidden spell that drained the remainder of his life, and I'm assuming that's why he passed away like a Star Wars character in the shadows. But no, like I said, the fights, like I said, without going into detail with every single fight, the fights were incredibly good. Like I don't think it was one part of this movie where I saw that it was like shitty animation or bad animation. Like the entire animation staff needs to get their flowers because it's constant, like from beginning to end of this movie. There is this is constantly moving, like, and it's so flashy. Like I said, the animators need to get their flowers, man. They did an incredible job with this movie. It is definitely something that I'm going to be watching again. The voice acting top down good, like no complaints. The everything just looks so good. That's why I said I think this should have been in the movie theater, because the spectacle was just there. It was just absolutely ridiculous. I'm a kind of, I feel like I stole money, or I stole from them by not seeing this in the movie theater. That's how good this was. And I know I'm sounding like I'm exaggerating, but no, the movie's good. Um, like I said, animation's top notch. The music, the soundtrack, the everything in the background was good. Like, just it was some parts where I was listening to me. It could have been, maybe it was my TV or my what I was using, but there were some parts where I felt like it was lower, and then it just got extremely loud, and I'm like, okay, I had to keep turning it up, turning it down. But that's neither here or there. I don't know if that's like a general problem that everybody was having, but I was just acknowledging that that's what was going on with me. Like I said, the animation was chef's kiss, top notch. I have no complaints. I completely confused about what's going on in Black Clover, but it definitely got me want to go back and read everything from the beginning to where it is now. Because like I said, it's an ongoing manga. Um, it's like an hour 50 minutes, hour 40 minutes, or something like that. But it didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome. It was too long. The pace was going. It was going. I didn't have any issues with this movie. Like I said, I definitely want to watch it again. Stay past after the credits, because there is a final scene, and I won't. Oh, I'm about to spoil it. And Asta get into another fight. So, like a spoiler review, and Asta get into another fight. So you'll check that out. But yeah, like I said, everything's pretty good here. Like I said, definitely something I will watch again. Netflix, keep it coming. Next time, just release it in the movie theater. But other than that, it was really really good. If you haven't seen it, obviously you probably shouldn't have watched this, because I'm pretty sure I spoiled everything. I didn't go into detail on everything, but just the major plot points here, and some of the transformations, which apparently has a half. He integrates with his fairy and has like a whole transformation there, which I'm like, okay, when did that happen? But all right. Again, like I said, I haven't watched this in so long. I haven't read it in so long, so I cannot remember what happened. I don't think I got past the part where anybody got transformations, but I'm cannot wait to get back into this. Like I said, Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King, 100% worth your watch. If you are a fan of anime, if you're a fan of this series, you will love this movie. I think that the level of fan service to the people that love this, if they love this series, hopefully the anime comes back and they get to finish their series, because we're in this age where everybody's getting the redemption anime and they're able to finish their story. So, like I said, check it out. Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. We could talk about it. Let me know if you also thought it was good. Was it underrated? I think it was really good. But if you also liked it, leave me a comment below, and I'll see you next time for another review. See you.